Welcome back. Time now for news from the left. This year's Oscars was the third worst rated in history. Sunday's Academy Awards, 18.7 million viewers according to early Nielsen ratings. Slight increase from last year's 16.6. Still pretty bad, though, compared to years past. Take a look at how they've dipped in the last 10 years. Look at 2023 at 26.5 million. Yikes, as Americans have, I think, finally gotten sick of being lectured by all the beautiful morons, I would say. Biden's former press secretary on Colbert last night, the ultimate safe space for Big Red, Jen Psaki, talked about her new show on MSNBC and then praised the network for its very high standards in journalism.
MSNBC has a very high standard of what is factual. You have to go through a process before you report things on air to make sure they are factual and you have sources. That is how news should work.
And it works so well for MSNBC. We wanted to illustrate for you the incredible journalistic integrity of MS.
You don't have a president, as you said, talking about exterminating Latinos.
There was collusion between the Trump campaign and Putin.
The dossier certainly is not debunked as much as Republicans try to claim that it is.
There is absolutely zero evidence that Black Lives Matter has ever pushed for anything violent to happen to police.
Let the credibility wash over you like a warm wave. Next up, Nancy Pelosi is not worried about Biden's age. Asked in a recent interview if old Joe should run again, here's Nancy's response.
He's absolutely a magnificent leader. He is younger than I am, so I don't know what the problem is, but in any event, I hope that he will soon make some announcement.
Yeah. Nancy, they always look sauced up lately. I think she's really taken to the vino in her retirement years here as she gets ready to step aside. Something else. Yeah, Biden, he's doing a great job, right? Next up, Blue City, Newark, New Jersey, humiliating itself after recently signing a cultural trade agreement with a nation that doesn't even exist, only to find out days later that their eagerness to virtue signal had them falling for a big scam. The so-called United States of Kailasa, I should say, is a fake country claiming to be one of India's emerging independent Hindu nations. This is video from their little moment here. It has its own flag, emblem, and national anthem, but it has no real government. And it's all apparently the invention of Swami Nithyananda, a 45-year-old con man, cult leader, and accused child rapist who's been on the run for child abduction charges since 2019. He wrote on his website that in January, Kailasa and the city of Newark entered into a protocol bilateral agreement. The city's mayor, Ras Baraka, who's reportedly mulling a run for governor, said this during the ceremony.
I pray that our relationship helps us to understand cultural, social, and political development and improve the lives of everybody in both places. That helps us to understand where we are and who we are and our connectivity to one another. It helps us become better people in this process, better people individually, as cities and as nations.
Okay. The city voided the partnership and claims no money was exchanged in this deal. In 2020, Baraka famously took down a statue of Christopher Columbus in Newark, New Jersey, calling it a symbol of white supremacy. He's probably not too bright, but I guess we'll let it pass. Good old Newark. Have you ever been? You're not missing much.